Original plans for Big E at WrestleMania have been revealed. A tag team has been banned from appearing on AEW programming, and Cody Rhodes' planned WrestleMania opponent has also been revealed, so stay tuned. So, we're starting off once again sending our best wishes to Big E, who took a really, really nasty bump last night on SmackDown and is now in hospital, and he has announced that he has a broken neck. So we send our best to Big E. But a report has emerged regarding Big E and the plans for Big E at WrestleMania. So if you missed SmackDown last night, we saw the SmackDown debut of Pete Dunne, which they absolutely butchered.
Oh, I like what you did there, but still,
thank you
just
very much. I had that planned for about half an hour. I've been looking forward to saying that. So he is now called Butch. He's one word, just Butch. He's Butch now. So
he's been a champion in your company.
WCPW.
No,
they jobbed him out loads.
Why are we changing his name? This has got to be some sort of angle. It's got to be some sort of storyline that's getting fed into, right? But then I thought the same about Doudrop, so I don't know.
Genuinely, I don't mind the name Butch. I just think Pete Dunne's already got an established name, and it didn't really need changing. There you go. He's Butch now. So he debuted alongside Ridge Holland and Sheamus. And according to Fightful Select, the plan was, and it feels a little bit rushed if I'm honest, because WrestleMania is super close, but the plan was for the New Day, all three of them, to take on Ridge Holland, Sheamus, and Butch at WrestleMania 38. Obviously, that is up in the air, to say the least. It's very unlikely, I would say, at this point. And again, we just send all of our best to Big E. All of this stuff is ultimately not important. All that's important is that man's health, and hopefully he makes a swift recovery soon. The fact that he is able to talk, he's able to
move his digits and everything.
Yeah, exactly, is a very good sign. But we'll let you know more when we know it.
Yeah,
I don't want to sit here and speculate.
Just to go back to what you were saying there real quick about the kind of being rushed. We were talking about it yesterday on the news, weren't we? Where they were just kind of like, oh, it's like 3 and a bit weeks away. Not a lot solid on the card.
Yeah, right.
So
you've got your big matches, and then it seems like everything else is just sort of
just like do it on the day. Vince is just walking along a line of wrestlers going, you two versus you two.
That's it. You've got these big names that you want to slot in somewhere, but it appears that creative wasn't really there for them when it should have been a few weeks or however long ago. It is odd. Moving over to AEW, and now a tag team, especially with the acquisition of Ring of Honor, a tag team that a lot of people want to see in AEW is the Briscoe brothers. And they are the current Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. They're scheduled to wrestle on Supercard of Honor, or at least they were before Tony Khan's purchase of the company, so we don't know where that stands right now. But one place that you can expect not to see them is AEW. They've seemingly been banned from the company. This is from Fightful. They've been told prior to the Ring of Honor sale, the Briscoes weren't planned to be signed by All Elite Wrestling. It should be stated that we're not even sure of the interest on All Elite Wrestling's part, but it was confirmed to us by Warner Media sources that a person of influence in the company did not want the duo signed to AEW, specifically due to Jay Briscoe's homophobic tweets from 2013. Briscoe did apologise at the start of a Ring of Honor show the week after. They are no strangers to controversy, to say the least. I personally, I really, really enjoy watching their in-ring stuff. Yeah. Obviously, the tweets were abhorrent. They were really awful, and I'm glad that he apologised. You know what? There are other people in AEW who have made foolish social media mistakes in the past. I feel like I'm understating calling it a social media mistake, but they've said things or they've been accused of. There are people there with accusations against them, etc. So I find it odd that maybe they've taken umbrage specifically with the Briscoes, but I totally understand why they would do that as well, because they weren't nasty, they were awful things.
Yeah, they were pretty awful. But I think the looking into it, I think the report also mentions the Briscoes, while no strangers to controversy, they kind of after that kept their nose clean for the company as best they could. So they're trying to put it behind them, but ultimately it's up to the owners and the broadcasters who gets the go ahead, right?
Yeah, that's totally it. And yeah, as you say, they have largely kept their nose clean, and it was a long time ago. You know, we're looking at almost a decade ago, but the decision's up to them. I'm a little bit sad because as I say, I enjoy watching them in ring, and there's a lot of sort of AEW tag team dream matches that I'd like to see. Like you can imagine, Moxley and Danielson versus Briscoes would be tremendous. The Bucks and all that sort of stuff.
Infinite amounts of matches there.
Yeah, there really are. There really are. We don't know, as I say, if the Briscoes are going to be with Ring of Honor with the relaunch and everything. We'll keep you updated on that. An update on plans for Supercard of Honor. The belief right now is Ring of Honor champion Jonathan Gresham versus Bandido, who obviously never lost the title, but had to be stripped of it after the positive COVID test. Will indeed headline, but Tony Khan has to sign off on that, so time will tell on that one. I'm
really hoping that whatever they have in plan, whatever they have in store for Ring of Honor, I hope Jonathan Gresham is going to be a featured player, because the guy really, he deserves just everything, really. So I would just really hope that they're going to get a featured TV spot maybe, and really push him forward as their champion. So
agreed. He's just tremendously talented, isn't he? He really is. And Bandido too. Bandido's awesome.
yeah.
Right, we're going to do this one really quick because I know you're getting a little bit fed up with the Cody Rhodes news, but
don't take a break.
According to Dave Meltzer, the original plan for Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 38 was indeed to face Seth Rollins. Thank you very much. Moving on, speaking of WrestleMania, that's all we're going to say. That's all we're going to say on that one, Sam. I'm sure we'll talk about it more in the coming weeks, but we've talked about him to death at this point. WWE announcing new guests for WrestleMania. They are trying to tap into that younger demographic, and to do that, they've obviously looked at YouTubers, Jake Paul, and now they're looking at another set of YouTubers, Dude Perfect. They're going to be on hand to reveal the WrestleMania 38 set. This has been announced by WWE. They actually did a little video hyping it with Big E, actually, for the 2K22 launch thing, and now WWE have said that they're doing it. They've got 57.2 million subscribers, which is at least 1 million more than us. So I guess that's why we didn't get the call.
Yeah, that's why we didn't get the call, I guess. We'll have to just work at it.
But there you go. I'm not, especially from, I've seen some of their videos. They seem like a funny bunch
they're
of lads.
a challenge channel, I think.
Yeah.
When I've seen them pop up, it's kind of like, when you see
it's
like
the
throw
a basketball in a hoop from the halfway point, but blindfolded and with
on fire.
Exactly. Yeah. Covered in jellyfish.
Yeah, while rolling through some glass and lemon juice.
Yeah, while eating piranhas. Well, that wouldn't be bad. They eat you, don't they? Anyway, speaking of special celebrity guests for WrestleMania, a man who has a big match, and we're both very excited about this, is Johnny Knoxville. And they've had a little bit of fun marketing, essentially. Sami Zayn, this is really clever. I love this. I think it's really creative, really fun. So a few days ago, Sami Zayn posted a tweet with a screenshot of him, and he's got Johnny Knoxville's phone number, and he sends a picture of himself. He's like, "Hey, you ruined my life," whatever it was. And Johnny's like, "Who is this? It's Sami?" And then Sami sends a really funny selfie of himself, just looking really miserable in bed or whatever. But Knoxville's got his own back, a la Dave Benson Phillips, as he has flown Sami Zayn's mobile number, his personal phone number, over LA. So he said on social media, "So today for my birthday, I'm flying his phone number over Los Angeles, 407-574-1532. See you at WrestleMania, schnookums." It's really clever.
I love this sort of stuff because we see more and more, with big celebrities, e-celebrities, when we have people like Logan Paul coming in, their engagement really largely is digital. So it's all very, well, I'm going to tweet this out, I'll do some Instagram posts, and I'll do that. But it's just nice to see things happening in the physical world that are kind of hyping toward it. And I really love that he chose to get a Sky banner. I think it's genius.
It's good. It's really good stuff. You know what? They've got this opportunity there with the 24/7 title where they could be doing this way more regularly. They could be giving that to every YouTuber going. I'm sure it would wind a lot of wrestling fans up, but I think it's clever marketing. That's what that belt is there, or it should be there specifically for. So there you go. The WrestleMania card, as we say, shaping up, leaves a little bit to be desired, but at least we got Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
In a jackass match. Make it happen. Right. Take care of yourselves. All of our love once again to Big E. Thank you very much for watching. See you in a bit.
Tatty bye.